Ebusuya for ye bema obi bia akwa abashonko so e de abagana politics e avenue so ye be show obi bia say afi eno abadwumedi kese yi so like share subscribe to the channel say na be political trending news via e go tree ko be my bia no Ghana politics avenue so e na ebusuya for any table magic pen say mo de be do me na mo de asan yen and ye call political highway ne so no e nsem bebre ene aso akote e bi ne sense say you know e the oral team Ghana for mpempem enemy so omonya hwe no Ghana for pempem e busa e John Dramani Mahama say na see an oral team no kra no okofa omo be ye den no mo ya ma man no den e no mo ye omo so faso ne san ye hwe omo ka ye den so see an okudwocho abraka aba out our betray mu say see an omo recover 2.7 billion Ghana cedis every the NSS scandal no wa o chim actual Ghana for beam so omunya motre na nese omunya adwuma omo ye underground works as see an omo more evidence am betimi dey actual Ghana for say omo ye ndwuma papa na osaka sa SCBM say obeda oral team and any team members na as say omaya ade so metima so na say no metimi ni omaya adwuma na oda Ghana for so as say omo so enya otwen e dey atwen omo see an there is more to come as see an ebusuan for enyame na make Semoy, a Calvin Taylor, a cover by a cow, Bedu Taylor, a cover by Ono and Abba, Abekan, pulley documents, a chim say Okuduto Abraka, and the oral team no, they are working a very hard part. I was for Minjo be Bramo, so may say Mombre Supi, Bashram, some of my own Cornia fire song, and the Uncuti the real story. A course of oral team no, and the NSS scandal no, with the Obibia.
Uridia, half a cooking. Mahamudu. Mahamudu dia we sua adwuma na free ba Akuffo Addo ho papa. Mahamudu. Hey. Abdullah is a liar. Abdullah is a liar. He cannot tell anyone to come and show Abdullah is a liar. The Director General of GTech Ghana is a liar. He needs to come out and publish his publications. He's a liar. Nobody should take him serious. In fact, if GTech writes to you about anything, tell them to remove that imposter there. It should be kicked out before you respond to them. GTech, a whole GTech is being led by a liar. You want us to respond to GTech. So you come back to Abdullah's matter. Ochina, I'll speak on some universities. Accreditation board the same as GTech. Accreditation board and one GTech. Omo license. In fact, we have one or two here. I'll do that tomorrow. And Ejumane Dawson. I have too many things on my phone. All right. Thank you. All right. Now, the finance minister will be reading the budget. That's what we have been told. In fact, Makacham says, Joy News, publish BBR. You need to fact check. We have fact check and we know that this one there is true. Every time you see a publication from Joy News, because it is fake news, you need to double check. Where they got it right. Finance Minister Addo likely to present 2026 budget on the 13th of November. Let me tell you, it's a caution. Joy News is fake news. Some majority of the publications they put out, 90% is fake. So anytime you see a publication from them, just double check from different sources, credible sources, before you carry the story. The reason why we are putting this on is because we have fact check other platforms, and we know, say, for once, this one there, out of the 90%, 1% of my idea, into this one there, we will say, almost fake news. No one fan Joy News is fake news. Don't underestimate Joy News. A fake news. They take money, they dupe politicians. That is how they run Joy News. Multimedia was actually built out of cocaine money. That is why when you ask halitosis, the man whose mouth smells like Ofu Ayase, his name is Samson Ayenini. He said he was going to take Kennedy to court. To date, he has not been able to take Kennedy to court because multimedia, as Kennedy Japan said, was established with cocaine money. So remember, Joy News is also part of multimedia. It's a cocaine den. It was cocaine money they used in establishing Joy News. Anytime you get a story from Joy News, verify the story first. We verified, that's why today we have it on here. Every story you will see, say, a Joy News story, I now you double check it, I fact check it 10 times, and we say, yes, we're the jandam nanko, because omo chance pay. Every single minute they get, they do jandam, they do fake news. Don't underestimate the fakeness in Joy News. And I'm catch on. Finance Minister Akuffo on the 13th of November, yes, Obe presented the budget for 2026. So far, so good. As much as Akuffo does not like me, which is fine. He doesn't like me, I know. He doesn't like me because I spoke about some nonsense he did in the past. So he thinks he's so big, he doesn't like me. But with me, it's not about personalities. It's about the job you need to do. You just have to deliver. If you deliver, you can hate me to the core. As far as you deliver, I'm fine with you. I don't need everyone in the NDC to like me. I don't care. But as far as you have been given a job by the president, instructed by the president, no matter what you do, you are under the president and you need to deliver. You serve the people of Ghana. On the 13th of December, the finance minister, so far so good, he has delivered, and I am very, very satisfied with his performance so far. He has proven, say, he can be trusted when it comes to managing an economy. Nyoma sikatotoye ene nyoma yedi jina ye no wachire say oma de dwuma na obetumi aye. We are almost a year 1 year enyendru papa January 7th and a year 1 year Mahama about power and as NDC about power. But so far what we are seeing with the economic indicators any Ghana sikasem bibia akodua pempensua ekoye no aban we ba power no yeko almost 1 year aban we enko abontene enko bo besia. So aban we betuma bo besia ofie nko like I'll be happy. So aban we ebebo besia nko domestic nko I'm okay because aban we boka besia ofie otua. So aban we ka se ohia sika ye bibi na se Ghana for ye de sika ma aban we na aban we ka se obebo mu besia e de dwuma bi na otua man kakra. That is much better than ofuriata kwasi ampe na osora no pape trom NPP Jimmy for led by Bawumia and Akuffo almost no pape yanko abrochire nkoji sika ehun si ho no yentumi ntua. But if we are going to borrow within, if this finance minister, this government is even going to be borrowing within, I don't have a problem. Because enyakura anticipate day yani ankase efie ni abo ehon besia anya ya yani abetene fie aka. We are not going to go out there and borrow abra enim say we cannot pay back. And that has been Ghana's biggest problem. NPP for adiomo year from Akuffo time ebesi Akuffo at the time they no moye nyina say omotam kraba pedoma kwa abontene we need money. But when they bring the money back ejuma was say be no montumi fanye insiwon so omuntia, then they foolishly exit power and always leave the damage for NPP to come and NDC to come and clean up. Right now, no, I've seen say this government wants to borrow domestically. I am fine. The government can borrow domestically for 10, 20, 30 years. I'm okay with that. But for a government to go out and borrow, the government should also know, say, then you need to have plans of paying that besia back. Because every year, what is going to happen is in Siwono, in Chimba Nebetomo. So, who measures to pay besia in Siwono in 10 term, nobody will have a problem. That is what we call responsible borrowing. But so far, under Akuffo, who does not like me, which I don't care, so far he has proven, say, he is worth the position we have given him. Say he should keep doing what he's doing. I am okay with his performance so far. He is not going to please me and he's not going to please anybody. He's pleasing himself. When I say he's pleasing himself, he's building his own resume. He's very attentive and he should be focused and do what he's doing. November 13th will be in Ghana to witness the budget. The cameras parliament. Then we get to know what Akuffo has for us. So far, so excellent. We are very proud of the finance minister. We are very, very proud of the job he has done. In fact, over Ghana, actually, Akroma before any tribal foods and complain, say, NPP before they no matter what we would do, they are buying way baby, they are not going to do what they are not going to appreciate. Into me, say, if I'm on social media, no me would say, blogger bi atwe mic akogina kurasini ba bi enim kurasini be ma bi enim NPP ni bi no ka say yentiase nyama mbo ayedin dollar kof ma me hunu so otwe. I don't even listen to such people because the same animals left in Ghana when the dollar was at 17 they didn't have a problem. Into me who saw videos now I see it, I scroll and I move because omo Jimmy you cannot please a foolish woman or a foolish man because omo no the omo pan say bibi say the omo pan say Bibia South na Obianka say hey but NC. So far I'm saying, say, the finance minister has done well, but, you know, there are some people who make the finance minister's work easy. So, oba abain ana finance, ana se oba Ghana sika samuntu tuya. There are some people who make the job easy for the finance minister. So, when you're a governor who is stupider, so when you're a governor who is corrupt, so when you're a governor who is not intelligent, you, the finance minister, will be exposed more. And so far, the Bank of Ghana governor, Mr. Siama, and his deputies and the rest, they have proven themselves. And it's I somehow a bit easy, free-flowing for Akuffo and the government. The Bank of Ghana governor has proven himself. A young man, in fact, what Ghana for say, he has gone through the mill to get to this point. The way and manner he's making sure their policies, how they are putting things together, how they are gradually changing things. Policy rate has come down. When we come to about making sure inflation has been curbed, why say Jumano? When we talk about making sure the dollar today is not suffocating the city. Today the city is very strong, is in a stable condition. When we are talking about investment, people having confidence in the country's investment. And I say, Yesika Semua, the Bank of Ghana today has brought some confidence in the system. Foreign investors are now confident to come to Ghana to invest. So you always need the balance, the finance ministry and the Bank of Ghana governor. When the Bank of Ghana governor is honest, is intelligent, has practical solutions to issues, it makes it easy for the finance minister to do his job. And I can tell you, another credit goes to the Bank of Ghana governor. As much as we are praising the finance minister, the Bank of Ghana governor has done exceptionally good. And we need to also give him that credit, because what we are seeing now, we had a governor who was making crazy losses. Recently, we saw the Bank of Ghana come out about some losses, but you could see in less than a year, the losses, it is way lower than Nana Addo Akuffo, Bawumia, Addison, their foolishness. You could see, say, slowly, because of the prudent measures and tightening of some fiscal policies near the Addo, it is a Ghana Bank of Ghana year on, a Ghana is coming down, and that is how people who are smart or prudent measures, and that's what it does. A Ghana start about form Nobody should lie to you, say. In less than a year, the Bank of Ghana governor and the finance minister, they should come into power and make sure say a kabi dahubiana a swati 90%. It doesn't work like that. But so who say they are working now. You see the rate at which debt of Bank of Ghana is going down. The rate at which debt of Ghana is going down. The rate at which the fiscal policy. The rate at which the interest rate is going down. And then the who say people are putting measures in place. Credit to the finance minister, which I really respect the job he's doing. He should keep going on. He should not allow the foolish Afenyomakin, who is his friend, to mislead him. Because if Afenyomakin misleads you and you get out of office, Afenyomakin will jail you. So I'm telling you, your friend is Afenyomakin. You think he's your friend. Afenyomakin will poison you and kill you. It was the same Afenyomakin who was the leader of the NPP that wanted to jail you for life. So don't foolishly sit there as a fancy man and let Afenyomakin deceive you. You can give him all the contract you want, but if you make a mistake, Afenyomakin will lead these piglets to jail you. If power changes today, Afenyomakin will stay behind and tell them to jail you. Into where Jimmy Kurano, something to tell you, she should tell you, say, you have been in that position before. Me, I don't care about anybody in your position. Oh, me president to be a D, me appointment, me come out some contract. Into I have the right to tell anybody what I want to tell you. And I'm a canon. Now, there's something I want to talk about. Mr. S. Yeah, and this was, thank you, Mr. Esame Fanchiramo. This was what recently we saw from the Bank of Ghana, how they are working. Oh, no, how they are working. Let me show you this quick before we move on. You see this? 9:21. Mr. S, we need to go in right now. Give me a minute. This is it. I said with an American about Bank of Ghana, the work they have done. Banks wrote off 1.5 billion in bad debt in first 8 months of 2025, a 46% decline over same period in 2024. Meaning the progress we have made as a nation, the progress the Bank of Ghana has made under Isiama and his deputies, you can see clearly say this government is headed towards the right direction. And these are not things that you have to play with. people are really leading institutions and making difference and changing the narrative. And these are some of the things we need, because in 2024, the same time in 2024, we had made losses of about 1.38 billion and now 1.68 billion. In less than a year, it has dropped to 1.5 billion. You can see, say, measures are being put in place. Things are going down positively. They are changing things. So Esiama has done his piece, and I really respect him for that. As much as I'm praising Akuffo, you cannot praise Akuffo and leave Esiama out. And I'm talking about the Bank of Ghana. And with me, I don't like singling out people. But when it comes to leadership, some people are exceptional when it comes to leadership. Normally, you say the Bank of Ghana is doing well, but the Bank of Ghana is not doing well. You don't even mention the deputy. You mention the governor of Bank of Ghana. That is why every time, when credit comes, the leader takes the credit first, and then you also add the rest to it. Because in the Bank of Ghana, Boka, nobody will mention the deputy's name. Nobody will mention the second deputy's name. Nobody will mention the secretary. Everybody is going to mention the Bank of Ghana governor. And Tiaba say now, we also want people to know, say, the Bank of Ghana governor, his leadership and the help and support from his deputies, has gotten Bank of Ghana and Ghana back on track. So we need to be very, very careful, and we need to also always make people know, say, as someone eba, I was say, you cannot, then you applaud Oma Bujuma. Now, this is a story that's making headlines. I want us to kill quickly. Thank you, team. Besides, Mr. P, I think we can come back to it. I didn't see that. Now, Mahama will appoint defense minister in due course of Osukwachi, and we have seen some jandam in the system, and it's being pushed by Joy News and some fake people calling themselves defense analysts. Ghana Nkwana will be also a defense analyst. Are there? So how did I say saying? You analyze defense? Now, I can tell you on authority, the defense minister vacant position at Dahono, there are people in the NPP who are pushing an agenda, and there are people in the NDC pushing an agenda. And I can tell you on authority, say, even in the NDC, there are some people who are pushing this agenda, say, Yanfa Pressa enter president, so the presidency, so not only defense minister, because some people in the NDC want that position. And there are some people in the MPP, NDC for the Bini or Mokasa say, Mundi Hunkomo, send your beya, Yania, your pesa position, we are not kids, in this country. The president of the Republic of Ghana, when he sees it fit to appoint a defense minister, he will. In the first place, we were even supposed to have in Ghana as a country, 30 million. We were supposed to have one defense minister. Now, if for some reason the defense minister is not around, and from the day we lost the defense minister, may he so rest in peace, and the other colleagues who died, ever since there, now say the deputy defense minister is able to, or has been able to hold that fort, has been able to work with the acting defense minister till now. Why should the president be in a haste to go and bring somebody to be the defense minister? Why? Why should the president be in a haste? Because at the end of the day, if you tell me, say, Akuffo acting as the defense minister, he has too much work, then it was a deputy defense minister. So technically, the work na musegu Akuffo, so no, the deputy defense minister who is there, no, who will be doing or working with Akuffo. So why are you people making it look like, say, there is nobody at the defense ministry working, and that Akuffo of the finance ministry, no Dimirika, no Abesha defense ministry, there is a deputy defense minister. There is a reason why they are defense ministers. There is a reason why they appoint defense ministers. It is because, or there is a difference. There is a reason why we appoint deputies. What do? They step in when the one who was appointed to be the head is not there. So this is not a conversation we should be even having now. That is why Akuffo say, when the president is ready to appoint a defense minister, he will. But so far, there was a reason why the president needed defense minister or deputy. If he didn't think that the deputy was capable of basically taking over, if the defense minister is not the anchor President Mahama, anchor only deputy defense minister. That nonsense, that agenda, and there are some people in the NDC. If you want to be defense minister, your work, your track record. John Mahama is not a new politician. He is not like Akuffo. He's not a toy. He knows every single minister. He knows every single MP. He knows every single person. To choose a deputy minister, nobody can force John Mahama to choose a deputy defense minister. Into that agenda of let us push the story in the system, let us go to Joy News, let the NPP people, there are people in the NDC who are telling their NPP friends to push the agenda. We know you all. Your NDC for Omama NPP phobi the idea say media binya defense minister be you but me ntimi kwatena TV so nka inti mo na mon start conversation no na emfa pressure ento John Mahama so na only defense minister. There's a reason why there was a deputy defense minister. There's a reason why there's an acting defense minister. The president is not under any pressure, and I'm sending this message to NDC for nyina. John Mahama is an experienced politician, and none of you guys in the NDC can frustrate John Mahama. None of you guys can think, say, psychologically, you can use the fake media in Ghana, the fake Joy News media, the fake agenda to put pressure on John Mahama. So far, so good. The deputy, Broja Jemfi, is working. The finance minister who is acting is working. There's no problem. If the president sees the reason to bring in a defense minister to work with Broja or to make even the deputy the defense minister, it is up to the president to make that decision. So what is this nonsense of let us try and use the NPP to put pressure on John Mahama? Do you know John Mahama pressure bit to me? No pressure be any Ghana politics be to me John Mahama. I'm telling you people, nobody can pressurize John Mahama in Ghana politics. He has seen everything. He has seen the worst. He has seen the good. He has seen the bad. He knows every single politics route, every single nitty-gritty in Ghana politics. And no politician, whether in the NDC or in the NPP, can think, say, they are smarter. Psychologically, they can beat John Mahama by forcing John Mahama to make a mistake. John Mahama is not a toy president like Akuffo. Nana Addo Akuffo was a toy president. Bawumia, Abronye, Gabi Ochidako, Bedie told them were using him because he was a toy. He did not even understand what governance is. But guys, don't underestimate John Mahama. John Mahama should take his time. So far, so good. And into the roads minister, near deputy. Ye finance minister, near deputy. Ye energy minister, near deputy. Ye health minister, near deputy. Now deputy, kesom ko uhunjenzi mwana. Deputy there, you know. And then you almost some ko uhunjenzi. You almost said they are capable of being the minister. If the minister is not there, you need to do that job. If the president feels he will need somebody to come as a substantive for the deputy to stay at the deputy, the president will take that decision. If the president feels that he doesn't even want the deputy there, it's the president's decision. He can take the deputy away and bring new people to come and fill that position. Nobody in Ghana, nobody in the NDC or NPP can force John Mahama to appoint a defense minister. What nonsense. And over Joy News so. Now by your TV, Sonia the idea. What's a kwasiebito so or a defense analyst? What is defense analyst? Also a security analyst. What do you analyze? What do you people analyze? Well, kwasiebi not radio, so I am a security analyst. What do you analyze? Security day. Ukro bomb kura udim nebo. Udim bomb bo. Udim bomb bo. And I will be analyzing security. You to knock out 3 quarter udane. You to knock out eto them. Knockout cry to them up na o kaka kraba bom na ubu punu dwane o ya dey security analyst mo bodam mo unim bomb bo dey ntina Ghana yanko war rough dey ntina Ghana yanko me hunsa kwasi ampe you biti Joy News on TV3 o say if the president does not appoint a new defense minister in 3 weeks there will be the kwasia Mudia mu kodo no petition ba na mu sheshe suit fibia and kwasi akeka nkwa, and in 3 weeks if the president does not appoint in 3 weeks there in 3 weeks there nebesi who say nkosi achi utum people like this sanko from the TV so can I'm a security analyst, and that if the president does not appoint it means you know something we don't know. You need to be arrested. You are a criminal. What do you know that we don't know? Because there's a deputy, the finance minister is acting. What do you know that we don't know? And they hide behind dirty titles. Unim bomb bo also a security analyst. Abuofunu, un my dear friend security analyst. Now, Ghana for Obi Abadia, Mama and Fancy Sheso. Mr. P, I'll come back to the piglets. I think it's time. I'll say a year story of the day, and it's got to do with this man. Kweku Ajima Menu. Munyina Mokai Kweku Ajima Menu. It's exactly 9:32 in Ghana. And one of the best is no pizza for Obian Tenasi. Munyina pizza for Obia. Obian Chakunya, Obian Tenasi, you start class. PZ South Central so PZ number 24 more moto about PZ area hono police station executive now more no mon church names PZ obianye din afeni yebe kan brofo abechechire mu inti wanye din pe na wante ba ko na twema me nsan ba back bi mu me ka kire mo otumfo nana na ma me green light say me chechire mu kire mu kamada inti obianye din o PZ South so Antobiase swame menshia runabout mo amowe kropon area ho mampon chiro be quite obianye din ye be start agro no ye be chichirim ye be kan brofo bebre so wan bre won ase mo amono mo nsa no so munjai glass na mo table na mo twetwe na krekre mo obian hwie club no hwie ye hwie de se mane nya ehuro o sensa aya dane glass di se kakra na de ato ano wo pegem emana mo manyina mo kwo wo mo eyase a sebi oye ne wa santime ma ye manyina dodo no eyase ne ye koshi abema ne omuda ye wo nkwara no mo so munyina mo mbre mo ase na munjai enti oya glass ni se ya na wo di eye de club na to ano na asanem mane nsane ho ne ho ene na ma ehuro mani enti mo so amowo eye joint amohwe menwumbre no obia mbre ho ase afa ne ebe edwuma mo me enye edwuma. Mr. S, get me the videos please. Enti ene jumadi ebedi no efa papa we hu ye fe no Kweku Ajima Menu. Na Kweku Ajima Menu obeye health minister for some time. Kweku Ajima Menu edi dwuma bi e wo Ghana na NPP te so no odi dwum bebre. Na odi Ghana apom den ekodum pempensuo bi a osai no. Osai ni contract bi a and the contract no ye be chechire mu akire mo. Ene ohawa and the contract no e dia breye. And sorry ubehu bibi say na yede ato eye TV so graphic online NHIS electronic hospital management system experiencing temporary disruption we October 6th and sa news we ebeto ho eye busumia etwem busumia ewumi eye eda etoso nsia and started it in from say eye Oko hospital na ukuta national health insurance card na so koja yaresape udua no catch the National Health Insurance Authority has announced that some of its electronic hospital management system so I'm for PZ4 you can say eye electronic hospital management system se me bon to fan na se me dwom kitom wate ase hospital no ye wo eye den eye computer sebio de eye nyina hospital ho ene yene ekoho ye ho nsem ene dwumadia Ghana Health Service eye nyina no egusa eye den system no so ene ne frɛ no eye electronic hospital management system ene ne manage eduro bekwa ha ye hwe wei ne records sha ha we dey ye say make sure say ye operation day we record ne sha ha nipa ye gene ho information nyina oyare sasabro ye gu system no so eye hospital we sa anyom de frɛ no management system ya jejiji sa insem ni nyina eye frɛ no information obi beka say data ha na yebeti se eye bosumi we mu no ye sorry ye si ain NHIS and Oko hospital you see hospital machines ni adwuma and akoje card na yenwonran opel card na yenwonran and person nya services bia and na NPP for start here ai Mahama ba omabesai NHI no omoboa PZ for omoboa ye ba be kira de ama sade we AC de ama eye NHIS eye and the health system no and the problem abanwa nyame adumti eye minister we oteso ene aban we aso ano nanso aban na so ano ne na omudi hudwuma enkyere se nipa odi bone no saa nipa no ye begya no amanako e wo se ye kyerɛkyerɛm ema Ghana fo nyina ehu no kore na bone ene dwirima eye Ajima Menu ne NPP fo no eye den ediye enti a ende okɔ hospital I say oh your system ni nya adwuma ye be kyerɛ contract no ye be kyerɛ eye dwirima omudiye and the abema Ghana for yenya problem. Now, besides, I have two of them here. Guys, I'm sorry. On say show me no. The same time I had show at the same time you show no na then me team no production no. Assembly make biano they are listening. So they try to do some research. You maybe what high and san kan ya. Anything I can say a live production. My team they are bringing in some new information about idea yedi home community. When I break and try to move or look at some few things, don't get it. Don't be angry because your production way on the run production, a live production. Me TV needs to say no. My team they are working, they are bringing the information in. Some videos just came in because the beka and the production no. On say production and sanyaba. But as the show goes on, Mr. Tisa Mekasape, my team they start to follow and start to pick what we need to support the American. Now, enti yenyina sorry na ebete sa asemu October ya and yet say NPP 4 the whole Ghana omuye dede ka kire say ai se sia de NDC omabebe say National Health Insurance no yanka nkire mo ye ka kire mo say NDC 4 de John Mahama ne ntafo yi awonafo yi sa akrobofo NDC 4 yi ba no kure wo ne say NPP aban edi dwuma bi asa dwuma no eno na edi ababedru ha enda ama yenya problem with your health system no. Now my mention idea. Another story as I pop it up we Jandam Joy News. Remember, your research then would say sa story we are Joy News publish here there no correct and intina yem per se over Akuffo Joy News who story verify double verify. We have verified this caption and intina ye diabetua Joy News is fake news. Remember that. Do not forget. All right. Mr. S, I'm sorry, but it's struggling to get your materials in. I don't know, maybe it's the format you are using, or I don't know, but maybe the format is not the right format. I'm struggling to get the material on the system. Yes, I'm struggling. So try and see if you can change the format. I don't know, but for some reason, I'm not able to move this on the system. Okay, I've been able to move. Okay, besides, I have them. Yeah, I have it. That's just one. I'll deal with that. Yes, I have one in the system. Thank you. Inti Ninyana say, yes, I'm sorry, no diabetes. Hospitals return to manual records at Lightwave Health Information Management System. That's the LHIMS, disrupted over unresolved contractual issues. So I'm for PZ4, which I said, the Omokanina say, say, and the Oko hospitals are computers, no, and to me, Juma. Yeah, information I came through, so computers in Juma. Your friend be data, information, idea, good computers, no hospitals, are organic, you know, don't want to, and but I didn't try. Yes, the company be a from Lightwave Health, Lightwave. Ayadeng for some reason, Ghana signed a contract be. Na Ghana when you be eba contract no and one sensema inti ena edum machine access to hospital data kronim. Inti there also we catch on say aban your friend NPP aban your data hospital no. Your information hospitals in our Ghana no de ma company bako de ni nyina share company bi nsa na dan na o man etumine company bako tena dem kase me no sign company contract na contract no Ghana ya pomuden information nyina no we are giving it to you na de ya no say de man kofo ni wie no de na esi ekire in the sender when we say hospital na say secure udi wo card so na yen sign wo card so now say oh we dey say that no na na yes ade na because of NPP contract bia almost sign yan say no mu fira ban mu na nim dey ya wade we mu nyina sa dwumadie we ya na impempensuo bi ye pese ye de Ghana your hospital information nyina egu abefo computer so na ye fra bi centralized system sɛ ne be a obi titafo na sɛ ebi ɔkɔ hospital tafo na otu tafo kɔtena ebi
mbrɛ ɛma yɛ kwan sɛ mfa yɛn hey what we do media we do professor yi na kɔpɔ show bibia yɛ do bibia sɛ ugu so hwɛ ne ma remfi like share subscribe to the channel no sɛ ne bɛyɛ political trending news bia kotri cobra ma bia no Ghana politics avenue so ɛna agye pɛne sɛ abusuafo ɛne etiefo yɛde bɛdɔm mo yɛde abɛsom mo ɛna oral team no ɛna recover 2.7 billion Ghana cedis a Calvin Taylor cover by ɛde abrɛ yɛde obi bia sɛ ha ne mbrɛ ma me kwan sɛ me mfa mo nsi makram